Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video is a little bit different. What we're going to do is look at my passive income journey, but also looking at it from the point of view of how I track it and how I plan to build out like a passive income empire within crypto. So just before we go into this, there's two YouTubers I watched videos on lately and kind of got me thinking and changed my approach to a little bit to this. So there is going to be elements in this that they might have mentioned and discussed, so I just wanted to give them the acknowledgement first, I suppose is the big thing. So the first is CryptoTube. He made a video 7 days ago, passive income, and these are the protocols that kind of got me thinking about my long-term strategy for crypto. Again, I know CryptoTube now, probably going back, I'd say 6 or 7 years now within crypto. We went through the masternode era and stuff like that, so you know, shout out to him. If you're not following, make sure you do follow. And the next is obviously his Crypto Labs research. And have been following my channel, probably follow his channel anyway as well. Unreal growth he's had over the last, I want to say maybe 6 to 12 months. So, you know, hats off to him and the team doing that. Again, he mentions in his videos in general about passive income and more so about cash flow. And these are the elements I'm kind of bringing through into my own tracker and what I'm wanting to do. Pretty much changing it the way that suits me. Again, another person, make sure if you're not following to follow him. So first we're going to look at the tracker and what I have here. I was working on this over the last couple of days just to give you an idea of what way I'm wanting to do things. So I'm pretty much going to give a run through it. I'll make this, if anyone's interested in this, will be sharing it and stuff. So I have an image here, just going to a rough drawing I did the other day, and hopefully you can see it there. You can see the image, pretty much a breakdown of what way things are working for me. So as you can see at the top of the image here, we have the treasury vault. This would be considered your own personal crypto wallet, obviously. I named them different to kind of help people understand the flow of their cryptocurrency. So we have revenue generation units. So again, these are all currently the different pools I was in at the time. Obviously our money that we use invests into these. This in turn generates yield, profit basically every day from your yield farming. This goes into your bank, so it's your own central bank. Again, you know, it's your wallet, but the idea of this element here is controls the flow of funds to different sectors of the empire. So again, you know, I'm playing on this whole section of building an empire within crypto. So from this section then, you can see down here, we have it, and we have long-term, pretty much a salary. So this area is a salary distribution, ensures long-term passive income. I know for many of us, including myself, I would have often focused on just this area and using the funds, building them back in. And obviously the market at the time of recording of this, the market is down. So, you know, your positions might be dropping in value, but they're still earning for you. And most often than not, people end up getting out of it, and then once the market pumps again, they jump back in. So the idea here is we building out different long-term passive income platforms. So regardless of what's happening in crypto, there'll always be ways to earn from investing into these protocols. So again, bear markets and prices down, you might be getting a little bit less. However, you're still earning from it, and I think that's key without you having to create LPs and things like that. You also have from your own central bank, you have long-term holdings. So again, this is considered in the document, it's going to be the crypto holdings division. So focus on long-term holdings. Now as you can see here, I have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Fantom, and all these ones will be in on it. And it's up to you what you decide you're happy to kind of hold long-term. But in some instances here, you can have Bitcoin and Ethereum, and you can put it back up here into your generation units, and this is obviously done through beefy finance, where it would compound your position and grow it over time. So it's just to show another process to it. So again, we're just going to quickly now go through the document itself, or the sheet itself. So I have the information here of how it's used. Again, might overcomplicate in certain stages. I appreciate any feedback, of course. From this, you would just input your, I'll try and zoom in a bit. So from this area here is your own vault. So these numbers will automatically change depending on what you input and stuff into the sheet down here. But in this instance, we're using this as an example. So if we use the example down here of BTC and we're slash our USDC pool. and for this purpose is on base and VFAT. So if we put in $500 into this is the current value of it, you can see straight away our Empire value is $500. So again, it's just to give you an idea of what you have in the different areas in crypto. I know, technically DBank does it as well, but they only monitor what you're doing and they can't give you a breakdown kind of where you want to channel funds to. So if you're new to crypto, you put 500 into this pool, it's earning you almost 1% per day, which obviously for Bitcoin is a bit high, obviously, but in general, using an example, you can see down here into your central bank is what you're earning per day is 479, per week is 3, and per month is 134. So the next step from this is to see where it goes. So in this scenario, I have it broken down. So at the moment, 50% of it goes into your salary distribution, 50% of it goes here, and or 25 goes here, and another 25 goes here. And as you can see, it's based on the weekly numbers because you're not going to be withdrawing every day, leaving it grow each week. So you can see you can easily change this number if you want, which will adjust it. Again, I recommend these will be changed based on what you need. So from that scenario, you can see here 16% of it will come down to here, and in this purpose then 8 or 25% goes over into this side. So in here you could decide I want to invest in the Aerodrome ecosystem. So as you said, it might be your only option at the moment. You can just literally change this to 100% and straight away it shows that you have $16 invested into. So this isn't the gray areas are the areas you will have to kind of adjust yourself, because it's always going to be updating based on every week. So in this scenario, it's again 16.78 you have invested in it. The average APR maybe is 60% for voting. So again, you'll see the yearly return in earning per week should update then. So now you can see this is a return based on the average APR. If you go on to the other side, it's pretty much the same. We can decide we want to put 100% of it into Bitcoin, and it's just going to show 839, which would buy us 0.00 of a Bitcoin. Again, these are the numbers you will have to just update yourself to kind of know where you're going with things. So you can see straight away what's happening. I hope you can see straight away what's happening in this scenario. You can see where the funds are going. You can see also what we're earning, and if we go back up to the top, you can see now the Empire value has started to grow in overall value. So this is just taking the percent here, your current value, and it's taking your total value in these areas as well. I have to adjust that one. I know the value is here, so in this scenario it's 839. So you can see how slowly obviously the process is, but how quickly it can start to increase. So you can see here on a quick snapshot of basically what's happening. You can see your weekly income from your central bank is 839. Your weekly income from your salary distribution, which will be a long-term gain, which is obviously is only 19 cents. Your total income per week, your total income per day. Now, obviously this number is going to be different because this is coming directly from this figure here. So for most people, they would consider that, oh look, I'm earning 33 euros a week and that's it. But with this system in place now, and I've been using it myself for the last I want to say maybe 2 or 3 weeks, is it allows me to see where money is going, and pretty much it allows me to start building out positions for long term. It's very quickly this can all increase. So like again, if we just use this as an example and we have that up to 50,000, you can see straight away the difference and what's happening. So if we have 50,000 and 1,600 has been put into this, you can see how quickly our overall percentages will start to increase each day. You can see now our earnings per week have obviously massively jumped up to $20, and bear in mind that this is going to change and it's constantly growing for us. Our crypto holdings division is constantly increasing, and again it just showcases where we're going with our funds in crypto, and obviously in this passive income journey. So I'm just going to quickly touch on the 2 or 3 protocols down at the bottom and finish it up. And again, if you're interested in this, let me know in the comments, and I'd love to try and organize it to have other people to share, but I'm wanting to make sure it kind of 100% works first. Yeah, so one of the protocols I'm looking to get into is this. It's Arrow Finance. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, but look, we'll go with it. You can see here at the moment is 65 cent. It had a high, I think, so we were up around $3-4 mark, obviously a couple of years ago. You can see it's here. It's another protocol. You pretty much lock your tokens, you get incentives for voting, and you can see the percentages here. So again, this is going to be a crowd that is going to potentially generate revenue for you, obviously, no matter what the market is doing. So again, if you're looking to learn more about them, check out CryptoTube, who I mentioned at the beginning of the video. He does a deep dive onto these protocols anyway. The next protocol I was looking at is called Tapico. Again, they only launched, I think, recently on the Arbitrum network. So again, check out CryptoTube's video. But you can see here, it's another similar protocol. At the moment, they don't have it set up that you earn any of the fees, but that is pretty much the next steps from what I can gather. But it's a similar enough process. You lock your tokens, and for that you'll get a percentage of the revenue. Alongside them too, I'm looking, obviously I've started adding equalizer, so most of these are aware of that. Equalizer is obviously on Fantom chain at the moment. They do have a base version, but at the moment I'm focusing heavily on the Fantom one. So you can see here in this wallet I have 8.16 equal tokens locked, and again, these are the percentages that you can get for voting. You can see obviously it changes each week, but again, as we get closer to voting, these percentages change. But as I said, you can get a decent enough percentage return from it. And the last project is obviously Aerodrome, so I have a position in this again, and this is pretty much been generating some fees for me at the moment. Not an extreme, but again, it's getting something. So that's the plan for it. That's what I'll be putting into this section down here and building them out. The aim here is that the money I'm putting into the generation units with the purpose of generating cash flow every day for me. If you look at my most recent video, I talk about how I'm using my own crypto borrowing and lending. Pretty much is to discuss how I'm using the crypto and borrowing stable coins and getting into LPs. The reason I'm doing that is it removes the risks, the major risks, obviously with impermanent loss. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, it still happens of course, but if I'm getting into a position for $1,000 for example, and I decide in a month later I'm getting out of the position and it's still $1,000, I don't mind, as long as I'm getting my value back. I'm holding my Ethereum and all these in different lending protocols, which allows me to borrow and lend. Obviously a bit more risk to it, but as I said, it kind of keeps me at the dollar value, and for this journey is this what I'm looking to do, and eventually build out the other positions. Yeah, look, that's pretty much it. I'll try and do a deeper dive onto the protocols that I plan to put into this section, and obviously in my crypto holdings division long term. So I appreciate any feedback. Sorry it's a bit long, but again, I'm trying to explain and trying to help people as much as I can. So make sure you follow the people, the 2 accounts I said at the beginning of the video. They're well worth it for information wise, and again, it's always good to surround yourself with people that follow a similar strategy as yourself, but also giving great information and valuable information, and not just pure rubbish that some YouTubers do post out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thanks.